This is Skepardy. Here are today's contestants. Millions have watched his Holy Kool-Aid YouTube channel. From Austin, Texas, Thomas Westbrook. CSI fellow and founder of Guerrilla Skeptics on Wikipedia. From Salinas, California, the Wikipediatrician Susan Gerbic. A musician and songwriter with over 700 geologic podcasts. From Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, George Hrab. Now, here's your host of Skepardy, Bill Patterson.
Thank you, Jay Diamond. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for Skeptical 2021. I hope you've enjoyed this conference. I think we're going to end with a bang here. We have three very sharp contestants who are going to make my job easy. So, Thomas, Susan, George, let's play our game, shall we? All right, once again, here are the rules. Please, audience, don't shout out answers. I can't hear you anyway. It doesn't matter. Contestants, we will be playing by the same rules as in the slightly more popular version of the show. You must wait until I finish reading the clue before buzzing in. And as always, phrase your response in the form of a question. Because this is, after all, Skepardy. All right, we'll start with the Skepardy round with the lower value questions, where we'll be answering questions, or should I say questioning answers, which is kind of what we do as skeptics, isn't it? We question answers. Anyway, here are the categories. The categories for the Skepardy round are Asimov, skeptical women, high energy pseudoscience, what would Scooby do? And finally, Trime Time. And let me explain. In this category, the correct response will consist of a rhyming triplet. For example, if I gave you the clue, it's an astronomical designation based on a pig goddess, the correct response, of course, would be, what is a divine swine sign? Oh. All right, bear with me. All right, hands-on signaling devices. Let's
Good night, everybody.
Around. All right, Susan, I'm going to pick you. You're gonna start us off here. Where would you like to go first?
Let's go Asimov for 300.
All right, in the middle of the category. And the answer is, Asimov's first of his three laws of robotics states that a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. But his stories tested these laws. At one point, Asimov experiments with a zeroth law, which further limits his first law by replacing the words human being with this all-encompassing word. No takers? Correct response would be, what is humanity? Humanity, the zeroth law. All right, it was really hard to come up with some questions for this guy, but all right, but go ahead. Susan, you still have control of the board. Where would you like to go?
Asimov for 200.
All right, we're going to go back to Asimov, very fond of poetry. Asimov published several collections of these short verses whose rhyme structure is A, A, B, B, A, many of which he wrote himself. George.
What is a limerick?
You are correct, sir. What is a limerick is the correct response. George, you have control of the board. Where would you like to go next?
Let's get the hell out of this category and go to Scooby. What would Scooby do for 100, please?
At the top of the category, and the answer is, the character of Shaggy was originally voiced by this celebrated voice actor and former host of the radio show American Top 40. George again.
Who is Casey Kasem?
That is correct. Who is Casey Kasem?
Sorry, I mean, who is Casey Kasem?
That's even better. Thank you. All right, where would you like to go next, George?
200, please. Scooby-Doo.
Continuing the category, and the answer is, this astronomer and popularizer of science lauded the show for its skeptical themes. And George is very, very quick on the buzzer. What's your response, George?
Who is Carl Sagan?
That's, of course, correct. Who is Carl Sagan? That's right. All right, and now where?
Let's keep going. What would Scooby do? 300, please.
All right, continuing the category, and the answer is, in the TV episode Hassle in the Castle, the guy in the mask turns out to be famous magician Bluestone the Great. This is an obvious homage to this very real famous American magician born in 1885. His son of the same name also became a highly regarded magician. George got it.
Who is Harry Blackstone?
That is exactly right. Who is Harry Blackstone, a.k.a. Blackstone the Great? Okay, George, you're running the category. Where to next?
If it's a category about cartoons, I would hope so. So 400 for Scooby-Doo, please.
All right, again, and the answer is, of the 74 persons or groups considered for the 10 outstanding skeptics of the 20th century, by this periodical, the Scooby-Doo gang was the only fictional vote-getter. I'm not surprised that George buzzed in on that. What's your answer, George?
What was the Skeptical Inquirer?
Yeah, it is right. Yeah, Skeptical Inquirer is, of course, correct. All right, you want to finish out the category?
Let's finish it out, please.
All right, here we go. Velma Dinkley, regarded as the rational center of Mystery Inc., initially had a visceral fear of these real monsters. Good thing she conquered this fear before 2016, when it seemed every college student was panicked about these generally benign entertainers. Thomas.
What are clowns?
You are correct, sir. What are clowns? It's the correct response. You have control of the board. Where would you like to go, Thomas?
Let's go with high energy pseudoscience for 100.
All right, first time in the category, and the answer is, in a 2016 video popped up on social media that seemed to document a human sacrifice to the Hindu god Shiva at CERN, home to this, the biggest particle accelerator in the world.
What is
Thomas.
What is the Large Hadron Collider?
You are correct. What is the Large Hadron Collider, or LHC? Where to next?
Let's do high energy pseudoscience for 200.
All right, continuing in the category, and the answer is, at the time, experiments to detect this particle, which helps to explain why mass exists, were believed by some to possibly bring about the end of the world. Thomas again.
What is the Higgs boson?
You are correct, sir. What is the Higgs boson? You're very, very good. Okay, where to next?
Let's do 300.
Well, that is your clue, because that is a daily double. It's a video daily double. And you actually have some money. So how much would you like to, does JJ know how much money he has to wager? Or Jay? Oh, wait, with 800. Thomas, you can bet any or all of your 800 on this clue.
Let me bet 450.
450. All right, we're going to make it hard for our calculators. Okay, and here is the clue.
Hi, I'm Dr. Don Lincoln, physicist and author. In 2011, scientists working on an experiment with the unwieldy name of the Oscillation Project with Emulsion Tracking Apparatus, or more commonly called OPERA, made the surprising claim that these elusive and chargeless particles were detected to be traveling at faster than the speed of light. Further investigation showed that the measurement was incorrect and the cause was nothing more than a bad cable.
What are neutrinos?
What are neutrinos? You are absolutely correct.
Nicely done.
Very, very good. And before I go on, I want to just I want to make a point. That was Dr. Don Lincoln. Okay, and Don Lincoln was generous enough to provide the grand prize for this particular little exhibition that we're doing. This is one of his books, The Large Hadron Collider, and it's been signed to the Jeopardy champion. Okay, and I'd like to thank again Don Lincoln, senior physicist at Fermilab, for providing that video. Okay, Thomas, you still have control of the board. Where would you like to go next?
Well, I'm doing all right in this category, so let's stick with high energy.
You certainly are. Let's see what that clue is. The appropriately named OOPS Leon particle was purported to be a new 6 GeV particle, which subsequently decayed into an electron-positron pair. The OOPS in the name of the disproved particle then referred, tongue-in-cheek, to this Greek letter. Do it again. I'm sorry. Thomas.
What is upsilon?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, upsilon or upsilon. That's right. Okay, kind of an easy one, but that's all right. Where to next?
500.
All right, we'll finish out the category with this clue. Shortly after Röntgen's discovery of X-rays, a French laboratory announced the discovery of these, a new form of radiation. Only trouble, the University of Nancy, had only discovered their own credulity. George.
What are Z-rays?
No, sorry. Anybody else? Susan.
What are Nancy rays?
I'm going to give it to you. The correct response will be what are N rays, and it of course refers to the University of Nancy. So that's your win there, Susan. Where would you like to go next?
Let's go to Asimov for 100.
Asimov. Back to that category. The answer is himself a founder of the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry, then Psychop. Asimov wrote the introduction to this, James Randi's seminal 1982 primer on skepticism. George.
What is Flim Flam?
You are correct, of course. Flim Flam, that wonderful book that we all have on our shelves.
It's right
Where
back there.
next, George?
Let's go Skeptical Women for 300, please.
I'm in the middle of the category with this clue. This abolitionist and early feminist from Nantucket, Massachusetts, was a cousin of Benjamin Franklin. She was an organizer of the Seneca Falls Convention, the first convention to the promotion of women's rights. Susan.
Who is Susan B. Anthony?
No, sorry. Anybody else? Anyone take a guess? Don't get penalized for guessing. It's kind of like the SAT. All right, we'll call it. It's who was Lucretia Mott. Okay. All right. And Susan, I think you had control of the board. I'm sorry. Who had the last correct response?
It was George.
I did, yeah.
Okay, George.
Let's go to Asimov for 400, please.
Back to that category, and the answer is, as with many other science fiction authors, Asimov's work was featured in this well-regarded monthly science fiction magazine, which began circulation in 1950. The last original issue appeared in July of 1980. Susan.
It was called What is the Amazing... I forgot.
No. No. Anybody else? George.
What is Fantastic Stories?
No, sorry.
No.
Thomas, you got to guess? Correct response, what is Galaxy? Galaxy science fiction.
I didn't know.
All right. That's a tough one. All right, George, still.
Let's go to 500 for Asimov, please.
And we'll finish out this awful category with this clue. Avid F and SF fans might think of Bradbury's A Sound of Thunder, but true nerds feel this work by Asimov is the finest science fiction short ever written. The plot concerns inhabitants of the planet Lagash, who have never known darkness out in the open due to the world's 6 suns. Susan.
What is Nightfall?
You are right.
That is my favorite story of all time.
Susan.
Absolutely love Nightfall. Oh my gosh.
What is Nightfall? Is the correct response, and you have the next guess here.
Well, I will go with, let's go Skeptical Women for 100.
Why are you avoiding Trying Time? Never mind. Okay, Skeptical Women, the answer is history's first female skeptic? Possibly. But if you can deny that this astronomer, mathematician, and philosopher, who was never actually a librarian in Alexandria, was in her time a fierce thinker. Susan.
Who is Hypatia?
You are right, of course. Who is Hypatia? Okay, where to next?
A Skeptical Woman 200, please.
All right, next, Lucy Harris, who is said to have hilariously exposed Joseph Smith's translation of the Mormon Book of Lehi, was immortalized by this long-running and somewhat acerbic cartoon series that is set in Colorado. Susan?
What is the cartoons with all those people with the faces that are
No.
in Colorado with the Mormons and stuff?
Thomas?
What is South Park?
You are right. What is South Park? That's
I
right.
gave it to you, Thomas.
Thomas, where to next?
Let's
See,
do
I did try to get millennial clues in here. I worked at it. Okay,
Skeptical Women for 400.
It's a 25-year-old show there.
Oh, it looks like we have another video here. Let's see what that's about.
I'm Eugenie Scott, president of Bay Area Skeptics. In 1992, Wendy Kaminer skewered the recovery movement with this biting and humorous book. Its title is a parody of the 1967 self-help Bible, I'm Okay, You're Okay.
No takers? George?
What is I'm Not Okay, You're Not Okay?
No, sorry. No. Anybody else want to take this? I guess if you didn't already, Wendy Kaminer is kind of a a little more obscure skeptical writer. The book is called I'm Dysfunctional, You're Dysfunctional. It's a wonderful book. It's only like 150 pages, but it's 150 pages of hilarity. Okay, Susan.
That's what I meant. Same thing. Same thing.
I can't
Synonyms,
deny that.
Well, we went skeptical women for 500.
We'll finish out the category with this clue. This former reporter for the Washington Post and author has numerous articles and books to her name. But 2008's The Age of American Unreason really solidified her skeptical and secularist chops. George.
Who is Hetched?
No, sorry.
Hecht? Sorry. Hecht?
No,
Hetched?
no. It's a hard. I mean, it's supposed to be hard. It's 500, right?
Yeah.
Anybody? Susan?
Who's Barbara Forrest?
No, sorry. Thomas, you want to take a stab at this one? Correct response. Who is Susan Jacoby? Sorry about that. Okay. Who had the last correct response? I'm sorry.
Susan did, I believe, right?
Susan, where do you want to go?
Oh, let's go with that Trime Time for 100.
All right, we'll start at the top of this awful category with this clue. You might call this a warning amulet for an agrarian establishment. You might call this a warning. Okay, George.
A farm harm charm?
I'm going to give it to you. A farm alarm charm. Score that to George Hrab. Very good, very good. And you want to just go in order here, George?
I think so, yeah.
All right, next clue. Okay, how about this one? It's a viral online bit that depicts a person having a nightmare after watching a Wes Craven movie. It's a viral online bit that depicts a person having a nightmare after watching a Wes Craven movie. Well, come on, people. It's a Scream Dream meme.
I've
Nice.
never heard of him.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's just go in order. All right, 300. The answer, a celebratory drink at a gathering in honor of an apparition that consists of unflattering jabs. George.
A ghost toast roast.
Yes.
Ooh,
What is it? Roast toast. And I'm not we're not phrasing it as a question. All right.
This is
Very
painful, man. This is painful.
All right.
My brain's on
You got one
fire.
or two. Which one?
Let's go to 4, please.
All right, 4. And the answer is an invocation shouted at the top of one's lungs designed to magically produce a rare, delicious, edible fungi. What is a morel spell?
Oh,
Yell?
I would
jeez.
never have gotten that.
Well, there's only one clue left. And,
Fabulous, Bill.
every round.
Well, let's do it. Let's finish this damn board.
All right, it's a long steel implement that a large bipedal Himalayan creature might employ to cut up stringy pasta. Oh, come on, people.
Large bipedal.
Thomas?
What is a Yeti spaghetti? The large
Big.
George.
What is a Yeti spaghetti machete?
Yes!
Oh,
You gave it to me, Thomas. You gave it to me.
yeah. I was,
You are so right. But hey, if you didn't do so well that time, I'm sure you'll do very, very well in Double Skepardy, where we're going to have 5 more wonderful categories. Okay, Jay, can you bring up the scores, please?
My goodness.
oh my gosh, I'm stressed.
I'm sore from the score chore. My goodness.
All right, so look at this. Okay, this is a great game. I'm
I'm
very
just
pleased.
happy to have
We
my
got George
board.
in the lead with 2,300. We have Thomas in second with 1,850, and Susan bringing up the rear with 1,100. That is fantastic. And now I'd like to I'd like to converse with the wonderful contestants that have volunteered their time to be tortured like this. George, so George, what have you done? 700 and how many podcasts now? 740 something or?
Sure, that sounds good. Why not?
Okay, so I'm actually kind of funny. I sometimes write jokes and people think I'm kind of funny, but it would take me 6 months to come up with what you seem to be able to come up with in 1 week. How exactly do you do this, George?
That's very kind. It's a lot of stealing, a lot of plagiarism. I have no sense of shame, so it's easy when you wholeheartedly steal from people much funnier than you. That's all you have to do.
Well, I have a feeling the wit is like simmering off your pores or something like that.
I hope that's wit. Either that or I need some more ivermectin. We'll see what happens.
All right. And Thomas, you do this interesting thing. You do this these Holy Kool-Aid videos, which are very, very entertaining and hilarious. Why did you decide that was going to be your medium? How did you pick that as your kind of your thing?
Well, I've been making videos just as a hobby since I was a kid, and so I figured I'd take something that a medium that I was already comfortable with, and dive into the world of science education, because it gave me an opportunity to explore new topics, and as I learned them, to share those aha moments with other people. And it's been a wild ride and a journey, and I haven't looked back in 5 years.
Oh well, we're very appreciative of all the efforts.
They're so good. I don't know. Again, you're underselling it here, Bill. They're so freaking well done. And what's the best part is you get to watch Tom's beard grow over time, which is always fun too.
Exactly. That's exactly. Yeah,
They're so good. They're so good. Well done.
Thank you. And Susan, you have some activity that you do. Could you tell us a little bit about the guerrilla Wikipedians on on Wikipedia there?
We are a fully volunteer group, nonprofit, and we've just hit 100 million page views just on Monday, which is fantastic. We've written just under 2,000 Wikipedia pages. I'm very proud to say that 45% of all the pages we write are in languages other than English. We've also done a lot of skeptical investigations into psychics, and the latest one that people can look up is called Operation Onion Ring, where we catch a psychic who's reading children as young as 5. Well, actually, they're 6, from 6 to 12, and we caught him big time. And it's all written up in Operation Onion Ring. I want to say that Mark Edward and myself have one of Thomas John's videos. It's really popular. I really enjoyed doing that.
Susan, can you fix my wiki page? It says that I'm Phil Plate's brother. Can you fix that? Because I've been trying to get that fixed for a long time. If you could
I just finished editing the part about plagiarizing.
Okay, cool. I appreciate that very much.
I just have to say, as someone who works in the field of debunking a lot of like woo and pseudoscience, oftentimes Wikipedia is kind of the first place that I go to find links and resources. And the work that Susan and her team with Guerrilla Skeptics does is invaluable, because there's so many things I never would have caught that they've just added to articles, and it's incredible.
I appreciate that. We've really been focusing on vaccines lately. We have hit all the big disinformation people. They're a one-stop shop, and they hate their Wikipedia pages for some reason. I don't understand why, but it makes me glow with happiness to know how unhappy they are with their Wikipedia pages.
And I would echo that too. I hate the word invaluable because it sounds so weird. It's kind of like flammable and inflammable, that apparently they mean the same thing. It's really weird. All right. Well, anyway, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play Double Skepardy. We've got some new categories for you. Here they are. Demon Haunted World, 25 plus 1 years on. And let me explain that too. Of course, last year we were going to do Skeptical, and it got canceled because of stupid COVID, right? So anyway, and I was going to have a category called Demon Haunted World, because that would have been the 25th anniversary of the book Demon Haunted World, Science is Tangled in Dark, that wonderful book by Carl Sagan. But that didn't occur. So anyway, so this is going to be Demon Haunted World 25 years plus 1 on. Also, we're going to have still more anagrams. This is usually a popular category, and I was able to eke out 5 more examples. The Pedantic Bible. We'll sample some snake oil. And then when we're done, we'll be spelling out the symbols. And, of course, what this means is that when you give the response, the key word must be spelled. So you have to spell it, and you have to spell it correctly. All right, Susan, since you are trailing, you get to decide where we go first in Double Skepardy. Where would you like to go?
Well, Bill, I'd like Demon Haunted World for 200.
200, and the answer is, it seems to be a video. Let's see what that's about.
Hey guys, this is Jay Novella from the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe podcast. In Chapter 10, Sagan offers an elegant explanation of the nature of evidence and testable claims by invoking this pet that lived in his garage.
Oh, that was quick. Thomas.
What is the invisible dragon?
That's right. What is it? Yeah, you could say invisible, heatless, all kinds of things dragon, but all I needed was dragon. That's absolutely correct. Okay, very good. Thomas, where to next?
Let's try the Pedantic Bible for 400.
Pedantic Bible for 400, first time in the category, and the answer is, whether it's Corinthians 2 Corinthians, or 2 Corinthians, it is this tent maker and early founder of the Christian church who is the author of the epistle. George.
Who was Paul?
That is right. Who is Paul, the apostle formerly known as Saul? George, you have control. Where to?
Let's go back to Demon Haunted for 400, please.
Yeah. All right. Continuing back to that category, and the answer is, look.
Good evening, folks. This is Evan from the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe podcast. This set of rules of thumb was elucidated by Sagan in his 1995 book and is still widely utilized in the skeptical community today. Found in Chapter 12, it consists of at least 9 common sense tests or tools to rule out nonsense.
Thomas.
Damn it.
What is the baloney detection kit?
Yeah, that is right. I was wondering if people would say...
My buzzer's not working, goddammit.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I am buzzing. People watching, I am buzzing.
This is a fix.
Thomas is just...
This is to get that younger demographic
Maybe
excited
he's
about
closer
skepticism.
or
This is a
something, I
fix.
don't
I'm writing my congressman.
It's because
As I recall, you were ahead, George.
Doesn't matter. I want to be more ahead.
I knew that one.
All right. Thomas, you have control of the board. Where to?
You Pedantic Bible for 1,000.
Back to that category with the big clue, and the answer is, First Timothy does not say that money is the root of all evil, but if you add these 3 words to the front of this would-be platitude, you've got it largely correct. George.
What is the love of?
That is right. What is the love of money?
You might have a fraction of a second.
Right. Where to next?
My buzzer's perfect, by the way. My buzzer's working perfectly.
It is, huh?
He's not an angel for nothing.
All right. Where to next, George?
Pedantic Bible for 600, please.
In the middle of the category with this clue, the popular aphorism, cleanliness is next to godliness, is not from the Bible. It is attributed to John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, but it likely originates from this central text of rabbinic Judaism. George.
What is the Torah?
No, sorry. No, that's the first 5 books of the Bible. Thomas?
Don't rub it in. Okay, I got it.
What is the Talmud?
Yes.
Nicely done.
What is the Talmud?
Nicely done.
Yes. All right, Thomas, nicely done. Where to?
Let's do snake oil for 800.
All right, first time with this clue. This concoction from peach pits or other sources has been denoted vitamin B17 by adherents who still claim the cyanide-producing compound can effectively treat cancer. Susan.
What is Laetrile?
You are absolutely correct. What is Laetrile? Good job, Susan.
Nicely done.
That was one of my team names for Operation Peach Pit.
Cool. Of course. Peach Pit. That's where you get it from, of course. That's right. Okay. Where to next?
Let's go back to Demon Haunted World for 600. I'm a little more comfortable there. My book is well worn.
Okay. And maybe you might have noticed a pattern, but we'll see if that pattern holds.
Hey, everybody. This is Bob Novella from the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe podcast. In Chapter 4, Sagan recounts the tale of Doug Bauer and Dave Chorley, whose after-hours exploits in a southern England wheat field gave rise to cereology, or the study of these.
That was quick on the buzzer, Thomas.
Damn you,
what
Thomas.
Are crop circles?
You are right. What are crop circles?
That's
right.
Nice.
Okay. Thomas with control.
Let's do Demon Haunted World for 800.
And that is your clue because that's a video daily double. Thomas, what are the scores, Jay? Let's see. What does Thomas have to work with here? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh, look at that.
Okay. All right, Thomas.
Westbrook!
You might want to be careful. That's a hint. So
double it. Do it. Come on. Do it. Be a man. Come on.
Come on, Thomas.
Always
double it, baby. True daily double.
I'll do 250.
Oh,
2,000.
Oh my goodness. Okay, 250 for this.
Howdy. This is Cara Santa Maria from the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe podcast. In Chapter 4, Sagan recalls this book, which had a huge influence on his thinking. First published in 1841, this Charles Mackay tome about strange occurrences and public furor is still in print today.
Oh, God.
Does anybody else know this?
I will as soon as
Thomas? You got last chance, Thomas.
It's eluding me.
All right, George, what say you?
Is it What is the Madness of Crowds?
There's more to it than that.
The madness of large groups of people?
It's really long. The correct response, what is the extraordinary popular delusions and the madness of crowds? All right. Well, Thomas, that didn't hurt you a bit.
That's a tough
you only lost 250, and I wonder who's behind the Demon Hunter World 1000 card. I wonder who that could be. Where would you like to go next?
Let's do the 1000 so we can check out the last novella brother.
Very well.
Hello, everyone. This is Stephen Novella from the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe podcast. In Chapter 9, Sagan devotes much text to this Harvard psychiatrist who exasperated many in the skeptical community with his book, Abduction, Human Encounters with Aliens, which lent credence to the UFO abduction movement that really took off in the 1990s.
My buzzer's not working.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. Go ahead. George?
Who is Whitley Strieber?
No, that's a really good guess, but no, that's not him. Whitley Strieber, of course, was the author of Communion and
I thought maybe he was this one as well.
Yeah, nutcase. Correct response, who is John Mack? John Mack. He was the guy, anyway. Who cares? Really. I mean, the guy was a nutcase. Okay, George, I'm going to give you control of the board.
Pedantic Bible for 800, please.
800, and the answer is no. First Kings does not define this important geometric constant incorrectly. After all, if we measure the inside of the rim of the reservoir and the diameter with a pre-rated instruments, and we do the appropriate calculation, perhaps it does come out to be just 3. Susan?
What is pi?
You are right. What is pi? All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Nicely done.
All right. Nicely done, Susan. Where to next?
Let's go to the Pedantic Bible for 200.
And we'll finish out the category with this clue. This last book of the Bible can be one word or one word preceded by the book of, but never as a plural. Thomas?
What is Revelation?
I figured you'd get that one, Thomas. Yeah. Very good. That's, of course, right. What is Revelation? Where to next?
Snake oil for 600, please.
All right, back to snake oil. The answer is real snake oil as a remedy is ages old and another facet of traditional Chinese medicine. Some claim its efficacy is due to the presence of a large amount of this highly touted fatty acid. And everybody loves this fatty acid. Oh, God, this is so important. You eat all that fish. Susan?
What is butter?
No. Thomas?
What is omega-3?
Yeah, what is omega-3? You got it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Thomas, where to?
Snake oil for 400.
Okay, snake oil. Lydia Pinkham, whose herbal alcoholic women's tonic can still be found today, shares this religious affiliation with former President Richard Nixon. George.
What is a Quaker?
Yes. What is Quakerism? What is a Quaker? That's right. Okay, George, you have control of the board. Where to next?
Snake oil for 1,000, please.
All right, the big one, snake oil. This hugely popular liniment, originally made by a Chinese herbalist working in Myanmar, is a salve consisting of camphor, menthol, capsium, and mint, but no animal products. George.
What is Tiger Balm?
What is Tiger Balm? Yes, I've never bought any of that, but it smells good.
What you give a balm for?
Where to next?
It might bite him. Let's go snake oil 200. Let's finish out the category.
All right, and that'll do it for snake oil. No. The products from the horns of these enormous mammals do not improve virility in man. That was a little early, but I'm going to give it to you, George. What's your response?
What are rhinos?
You bet. What are rhinos, of course. And don't get me started. Okay, where to next?
Yeah, it totally doesn't work. Believe me. Oh, I mean, yeah. Sorry. I've read.
Okay.
Oh gosh, anagrams or spelling? Really? That's what we're come down to?
Seriously,
That's it.
Let's go. Still more anagrams for 200, please.
All right, at the top of the category, and the answer is, you'll be hard-pressed to find a grander figure of the skeptical movement than this former Scientific American contributor and Lewis Carroll expert who wrote the annotated Alice. George.
Who is Gardner?
Yes, Martin Gardner. Exactly right. Exactly right. He wrote a lot of other things too, and he's one of my heroes. Amazing guy. Where to next, George?
Let's go. Still more anagrams for 1,000, please.
Okay, at the bottom of the category, and the answer is, this science writer deserves respect for his prescient book Denialism, which took on the anti-vaxxers in 2009. His name might be a good one for an investigator of the paranormal. George.
Who is Spectre?
Yes, that's right. Michael Spector. Yeah, that's right. Who is Spector is the correct response. Where to?
Anagrams for 400.
Okay. And the answer is, this adjective provides those who investigate claims with a seatbelt as they journey into the realm of pseudoscience. Anagram of seatbelt. As they journey, maybe journeying in a car. They're in a car and they're journeying into Sue's. Oh, that doesn't help, does it? I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it. It's testable. All right. It's testable. Okay. What is testable? It's an anagram of seatbelt. Okay, George, where to?
What did the car have to do? Anyway, 600 for anagram, please. 600.
You might think that the people who fall for these charlatans are dummies. But being taken in by cold reading techniques is human nature, and most people would love to communicate with their deceased family members and friends. So these charlatans who communicate with deceased family members. George.
Mediums?
You got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what are mediums? What are mediums?
Yes, an anagram of dummies. Okay. All right, George, you still have control. You're doing really well.
800, please.
All right, we'll finish out the category with
Yeah.
this clue. The proponents of this pseudoscience love to romanticize about the past. For some, the entire past is only about 10,000 years. Anybody want to try and disseminate that?
Oh boy!
I'll bet if Eugenie Scott was playing, she would get this. I'm just Susan.
What is creationist?
I'll give it to you. Creationism.
Okay.
Yeah, which is an anagram of romanticize. That is, if you use the British spelling. All right, I cheated. All right, it's really hard to come up with these. Okay.
Wow. well done, Bill. Well done.
We only have one category left. Susan, you have control of the board. Where to?
Oh my God, spelling out the symbols for 200, please, Bill.
That's not just tied up string. Such a tangle, utilized to join a rope for decorative use, was considered a powerful magical symbol in antiquity. It's 200. It's an easy one. Think easy. It's tied up string. Come on. Thomas. No, Thomas.
What is a knot?
Please spell it.
Such a tangle utilized.
No, spell the word.
The word knot.
Just K-N-O-T or
yeah, that's right. Yeah, what is K-N-O-T? Not. All right, Thomas. Like it or not, you have to
I was expecting a trick somewhere in there.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, there's spelling out the symbols for 400.
Spelling out the symbols for 4, and the answer is, strictly speaking, it comes from the Sanskrit and means circle. Many examples of this symbol, often as beautiful and elaborate wall hangings, are used as meditation devices in the East and as hip art in the West. Susan.
I'm going to guess what is Ying, Y-I-N-G, Y-A-N-G?
No, sorry. Anybody else?
No idea.
Think of like those beautiful sand paintings that the... Okay, Thomas.
What are mandalas? M-A-N-D-A-L? Is it 2 L's or 1? A.
You got it. What is M-A-N-D-A?
Mandala mandala.
Nicely done. Nicely
I have
done.
no idea.
Okay. Thomas?
Spelling out symbols for 600.
And you think it's going to get easier, don't you? Well, Thomas, you just uncovered the other daily double, so this is your
geez.
clue.
How did I get all three? Oh my god!
I told
You
you
did,
this
didn't
is
you? You
rigged.
did.
Rigged.
Okay.
Double.
What do we got? Oh,
double.
Thomas is. Well,
George is
okay.
at
So George is leading the way with 7,000. Thomas with 4,800. You could make a move here, Thomas, and Susan with 3,500. Still great scores. Everybody's in this.
I'll do 2,500.
Nice. I like the way you think. Okay, here's your clue. This is for Thomas. Be careful uttering this word. It was believed to have great power in the Middle Ages for conjuring spells. One meaning of the word seems to be, I create as I speak. Another as a #1 song for Steve Miller.
What is abracadabra? ABRAKADABRA.
No.
Nope.
Sorry.
So close. So
Really,
close.
really
I
close.
should have written it down.
So close.
all right.
My heart went out
close.
to you on that, Thomas. I got lost after all the vowels.
Thomas, do you know the Steve Miller song?
Yeah, yeah. And interesting. Yeah. Do you
I
know this?
recognize songs, but not usually by titles.
Okay, just I was wondering if you know that one. That's a fun one.
Interesting thing about abracadabra is you can also type that word with your left hand entirely. I just thought I'd throw that in. Well, you got it wrong, but you still have control of the board, Thomas. Where to next?
Well, I've got two choices. I'll go with 800.
Okay. This symbol, often manifested as complex garden undertakings, is not specifically a maze. The original purpose may have been to lure demons into the center where they could not escape. George.
What is LABARYNTH?
Sorry. No. Anybody else?
This time I did write it out. TOPIARY.
Not even close. Susan, you want to have a try at this?
Yes. What is LABRITH?
No. Sorry. George, you almost had it. It's a Y. LABYRINTH. Labyrinth.
Oh, I knew there was a Y in there. My Y was I
was thinking
transfixed my
topiary
Ys.
maze.
Okay.
Wikipedia. We don't spell things.
That's me neither. I had to look all these up. Are you kidding me? The last clue, this symbol, which is commonly seen today, is actually very old. It represents the Roman god Mercury and suggests the astrological symbol of the planet Mercury. It is often wrongly used as a symbol for medical practice. George.
Okay, I'm not going to get this right, but I wanted to do it anyway. Caduceus, CADESEUS?
No.
No. Son of a bitch.
Susan.
What is, oh God, AKARH? I don't know. Stop.
Thomas, you got to try now. This is the hardest freaking word to spell.
Seriously.
The correct response is CADUCEUS. Caduceus.
2 letters off.
George,
All right.
George got it.
I was thinking of something else. I
That
was
was
thinking
close.
of
That's
that
okay. All right, but that's wonderful. You guys.
What a
are doing-
category! Holy crap!
That was
Ugh.
horrible. Oh my gosh, I'm stressing.
Nicely done, Bill. Nicely done. Good questions.
I'm glad that
Yeah, you did good.
you did this, Bill.
It's all you. It's all you guys. It's all
Oh
you.
my
Wow.
gosh.
All right. Well, you got one final chance here, and that's final Skepardy. Okay. So let's have the scores. And we have this is a great game. We have
Oh my
George
gosh,
with
George.
7,000. We have Susan in second with 3,500, and Thomas bringing up the
How did
rear
you
with
do that?
2,300. Everybody has a chance to win this. So make your wagers, please. Make your wagers based on this final Skepardy category. Bling.
Oh
The
no.
Olympics.
Oh no.
I have a feeling. I have a strange feeling everybody's going to get this right. All
This
right.
is 3,500 is what I have. Okay. So,
Okay.
Wait,
So
let me
make your
think.
make your
I got a
wager.
plan.
All right.
Wait.
And
Okay,
I'm going to take this opportunity, of course, to thank our wonderful contestants. Thank you, George Hrab, for agreeing to be a victim. Thank you, Thomas Westbrook. Thank you, Susan Gerbic. And I want to thank JJ and Jay. That's a little redundant.
It's a requirement to be part of the team to have to be Jay.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jay Diamond. Thank you, JJ, for helping with all this. This has been a lot of fun. And I hope you guys have loved this conference. This has been a great conference. The first time that we've ever done Skeptical as a online event, and I think it worked out great. So, all right, has everybody got their wagers?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna the final category. That was nice. Final Skepardy category is Olympics, and now here is your clue. This strange practice, first seen in the Rio Games, and then again this year in Tokyo, is a very old form of alternative medicine that was once used as an aid to bloodletting. Swimmers have insisted it helps with sore muscles.
Boom, boom.
All right, you should have written your responses by now. Let's go to Thomas. Thomas, he was in third place. Thomas, did you have the correct response?
I had what is cupping.
You are right. You didn't write it down, but you said it. So I'm going to take that, of course. And that is the correct response. What is cupping? And what was your wager, Thomas?
I wagered everything.
Okay, nicely done. All right, good job. Okay, we'll move over to Susan, who is in second place. Susan, did you have a correct response?
You betcha I did. We worked on this Wikipedia page.
Okay.
It was a big deal.
Now, what was your wager, Susan?
34.91.
I don't know what that is. I can't do the math in my head without seeing the numbers.
Almost double.
But I think that puts you in second. George, it's all up to you. Did George Hrab have the correct response?
You know he did. Yes.
Well, it is cupping. And what was
cupping.
your wager?
The little cupping marks, too. See the cupping marks?
Those are hickeys.
Oh, the hickeys.
George?
Absolutely. Okay. All right. What was your wager, George?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
$1?
$1?
What?
Really?
Just
Okay.
enough to be out of reach of Susan if he got it right.
Okay. Did that do it, though?
I think so.
Okay.
I won by
I almost
$2.
doubled.
$2.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. I'm going on that recommendation. And yes, indeed, George Hrab. Beautifully done, George. That was amazing. He is our 2021 Skepardy champion.
That is awesome.
Amazing.
Well
George, my winner.
Well played. Damn.
All right.
Good questions, Bill. Good questions, man. That's a lot of work. That is a lot. As someone who's responsible for game show questions, dude, that is a tremendous amount of work, and that's really well done. Bravo to you, sir. Bravo.
What can I say? Thank you, George. You're one of the experts, so I'll
I'm a champion, so I know. Believe me.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and contestants,
and we have time for one more clue. They are the three skeptics groups that brought this great conference, who are the Bay Area Skeptics, the Monterey County Skeptics, and the Sacramento Area Skeptics. Thank you so much. I also want to thank Jay Diamond, the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe Rogues, Dr. Don Lincoln, and Dr. Eugenie Scott. And again, I would like to thank our contestants, Thomas Westbrook, Susan Gerbic, George Hrab. Great job. Thank you so much. And thank all of you for joining us this year for Skeptical 2021. See you next year.